Oh, okay. Hi, thank you for joining me today. In this video, we're going to be discussing a spelling rule in English in which you are adding a suffix to a word. And for those unfamiliar, a suffix is appended or words added, letters in most cases, added to the end of a word to change its tense or to change its meaning. Again, suffix always goes at the end of a word as opposed to a prefix, which comes before. Okay. So looking first at this rule, and there are many other layers or many other rules that go with suffixes. However, we're only going to focus on this one narrow rule. We're going to first look at words that are one syllable long. So they produce one sound like cat or plan or swim. So when you say it, it's just one sound as opposed to, two syllables like rainbow. And this is often how we count our syllables. We say parts of the word, and whenever there's a break in that word, we produce a sound to indicate that a syllable is present. Another example would be, Facebook, which is pure evil, whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this example, or excuse me, this note that you should see on your screen, which reads, if the word you're adding has only one syllable, and it ends in a consonant. So if it is not a letter that you would consider a vowel. And as a reminder, vowels, which I will scribble on my screen, are A, E, I, O, and U. If it is a vowel, then this rule does not apply. However, if you're looking at a one-syllable word and it happens to end in a consonant, and you're not sure what a consonant is, just ask yourself, is it an A, E, I, O, or U? If it's none of those things, you can classify it as a consonant, which means we can move to the next part of this rule. Okay. Looking at words that are one syllable long and of course end in a consonant, what do we need to do? Well, here in orange you should say, well, if the suffix I'm adding begins with a vowel, so if it is again an A, E, I, O, or U, then what I need to do is double the consonant that the original word ended in before adding my suffix. And again, some examples of suffixes that you would be able to add or that you would add which begin with a vowel are things like ed, right? Or ing, or or est, like if we're making a superlative. Let's dive into a couple of examples. In this space, I'd like to go ahead and throw out some words just to demonstrate what I mean. All right, let's start with, and I did come prepared, the word plan. If I were to read the word aloud and clap out the syllables, plan. One syllable, check. Ends with the letter N. Well, the letter N is not an A, E, I, O, or U. So I know, well, it's got to be a consonant. Okay, check for the next rule. What do I need to do? Okay, I'm going to say that I was planning. I was planning my meals for the week. Well, okay, I want to add ing. Doesn't look quite right. It's because I didn't follow the rule. I'm going to go back and say, oh, okay, it ends with a consonant. It's one syllable. I'm going to go ahead and double that final consonant. So let's rewrite it. Plan, and then double the consonant, which means I'm going to repeat it. Then I'm going to add my suffix, which in this case is ing. All right, well, let's try another one. Swim is the word, which hopefully you see on your screen. Swim. One syllable. Check the letter at the end. Ends with an M. It's a consonant. Okay, I want to say I'm a swimmer. I'm not a swimmer. Still, for this example, I am a swimmer. All right, swim. Doesn't look right. Oh, okay. I'm going to go back and I'm going to double that final consonant. Okay. Let me see if I can erase this, which I can't. Oh, yes, I can. Good for me. All right. I'm going to double that final consonant, and then I'm going to add which is the suffix that I want. Could also be swimming, whatever. All right, let's do another one. Let's say, thin. One day I hope to be. All right. Thin. Let's say I want to use the superlative form of the word. I want to say that this is the thinnest I've ever seen you, or whatever the sentence may be. Okay, est is the suffix I want to add. All right, let's see. It's a one syllable, thin. Okay, ends with an N. It's a consonant. Okay, this time I know I'm going to double that final consonant. Then I'm going to add est to make thinnest. Again, a superlative. And I'm good. I added my suffix. I followed the rules. It's now spelled correctly. Perfect. Again, just to kind of go over, and I'm going to zoom in. Ooh, I can zoom in. Very good. Whenever you're adding a suffix to a word that happens to be one syllable, and of course, it ends in a consonant, you will double that final consonant only if the suffix you're adding begins with a vowel, right? Some non-examples, let's say, if I were to have the word cat, and I want to add a suffix to it, like make it a plural, so say that there are cats. Well, okay, cat is one syllable. It ends with a T, it's a consonant. Okay, let's see, I'm going to add an S. Oh, wait a moment. An S is a consonant as well. It doesn't begin with a vowel, which means if the suffix I'm going to add or would like to add does not begin with a vowel, I don't need to double that final consonant. Instead, I could just add S in this example, right? And there really aren't any other words out there that I could add to cat as far as a suffix, like ing, catting is not a word, catter is not a word, although it could be cater, but even in that example it would be a double T. And you get the point. Okay, so just going to cross that out just to show that they are non-examples in case anyone paused. Let me go ahead and pause my screen. Hopefully for my sake it saved. Yes, it did. Okay, thank you again for joining me. I look forward to additional videos that'll help provide some extra spelling help or spelling rules for you. If you found it helpful, I would appreciate a like for the video or subscribe if you haven't already. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. All right, thank you.